Hey YouTube, this is Seth McDonald. I am back with another talk video of today. Check out my latest video that I've done on the jab cross elbow and the jab cross uppercut. I'm trying to do instructional martial art videos. Basically on what I can teach, and basically, my stuff are just fundamentals. I don't, I'm not all about fancy stuff. I do things that, are simplified. I don't do none of the fancy stuff. I don't do none of the aerial kicks or the spinning wheel hook kick. Even though that's one of Bruce Lee's techniques, I've had applied it into some of my bag videos I've done, but I don't really say the spinning hook kick is efficient for a street fight. To me, when what I think is sufficient for a street fight, be like a low line sidekick, low line roundhouse, boxing or elbowing, clinching to do knees, waistline kicking. You never want to really kick too high in a street fight. Because if you kick too high, 9 out of 10, your opponent sees it a mile away, and they catch it, they could throw you down and do a submission on you. That's the reason why when I train people, I tell them, if you're wanting a street fight, if you're wanting to learn how to street fight, stick with me. I'll teach you on what you need to know on how to win a street fight. Even though I don't have any partners to do it with, but my methods do work. I've had used them in several situations. Like I said, it's just practice, practice, practice. You don't have to train 2 hours a day or whatever just to be a champ. To me, when I hear people say, "Oh, they train 2 hours every night, 4 hours every night, or whatever," or every 5 hours every day, I hear people say that. To me, that's overtraining. That's overkilling on the training. That's how you wear and tear your body. I know if you want to be the best and like the best, then, and if you're competing, like going for money or whatever, going in for a lot of money, then yeah, that'll be an 8-hour job. That'd be your 8-hour shift job training every day. 8 hours a day or 5 hours a day or whatever. The thing of it is, to be good, you got to train hard. But to me, my motto is, you got to train good, but train smart. And what I mean by is training good and train smart is never overdo it. Because usually 9 out of 10, when you overdo things on the first try, and then you're like, man, this isn't for me, and then you just give up on it the first day. It don't happen overnight. It don't happen overnight at all, and it don't come overnight. You don't become a master or a black belt or a red belt or a master in every style of martial art. I don't care how many books you have. I don't care how many videos you have on your shelf or DVDs or whatever. That's because you learn off of a video does not mean you are a master in martial of martial arts self-defense. There's always going to be somebody better, somebody willing, basically do harm. You never want to say you are the best. You never want to say you're the best in the world because, somebody will always put you in your place. Because there's always going to be somebody faster, somebody better than you. That's all there is. To me, most people say, it's about speed and fighting. That might be true. But it's about the mind, the body, the speed, the power of the execution of the technique to come all together into one to make it more efficient. And what I'm saying is that, you got to put your whole body into everything when you're doing the martial arts. Especially when you're spending your own life. You just can't just go up to the person and say, hey, wait, I'm not ready yet. I need to limber up. It ain't like the Bruce Lee movies. It ain't like you see like in an old kung fu flick. Anything can happen at a dull moment. Anything can happen at a dull moment. You just never know. And that's the thing. When you're training in street fighting, you're training in no rules, bear fighting, scrapping it out, do whatever it takes to win. Fighting. Be aware of your surroundings. That is the number one rule. Number one rule is to be aware of surroundings and never underestimate your opponent. And that is the two top. And the number 3 rule is always have your hands up to protect yourself at all times. And never have your eyes off your opponent. Those are the 3 rules I go by in self-defense. But even if you lose from somebody in a street fight, that doesn't mean your life is over. That I have to quit in this system because it don't help me. Well, you're wrong. If that system does not help you, that means you need to take your training more seriously. And what I mean is put dedication into your training. Because if you ain't going to put dedication into your training or your workouts or whatever you do, to stay fit. Because if you get in a fight, you don't want to end up being the first person winded from moving around. Because you gotta be like a ninja, or a samurai, or a Shotokan, or kung fu guy, or whatever. Be more alert, more than anything. Basically, read up on new material. If you think your style doesn't suit you. Find something that's going to help you enhance into your system that you know. That's all I got to say for right now. Steph McDonald, signing out. Hope you all enjoyed what I had to say. And like I said, hit the like, hit subscribe, and peace out.